How you doing, YouTube? This is Walker. I was out here piddling in the shop today, doing a few things to the old boat. Got to kind of look over my video and techniques. I'm using my cell phone. I hope I put it on airplane mode so it don't ring. This is like the 5th time I've tried to make a video and the phone rings, or Facebook goes off, or Messenger goes off. Something, kind of. So I put it on airplane mode for a few minutes. Anyway, I'm show this old boat, man. I'll get me a better camera if folks actually watch this stuff. I put a few videos on there through the years. I got like 5 views. Wasn't real pumped about YouTube. I work all the time, so I figure, hey, I make my video something to do besides work all the time. So anyway, what I'm doing here, this is a 1989 model Lowe. A Great Lakes boat. I'm from down south, and there's not many of these. This one, I've probably seen 2 more. Everybody just kind of looks at it, and after they look at it for a little bit, they kind of like it. But it's mostly nice bass rigs down here. It takes a lot of money. I got a couple pennies in a mason jar at the house. I call that money. So you see the difference, right? But anyway, first of all, my aerator. My live well. Like I said, it's 89 model. She's been around for a minute. Old Pop bought this thing brand new. Well, it went to squeaking and carrying on, and I mean, just, it's horrible. It's got on the switch, we can run it all the time, or on automatic. Now, I like to crappie fish at night. So I got my lights set out. I got my 4 or 5 poles set out. Got my cooler full of ice and Mountain Dew. And I done had a couple of Mountain Dews, and forget about the live well being on automatic. That thing kicked on, it just scared the shit out of you, man. Because I'm in another world. I'm watching them rod tips waiting for that bounce, I don't want to die young, okay? And I don't want to die from an aerator pump making that noise, So it's time to upgrade. So what I did, I went to Wally World. Y'all ever heard of that place? And attwood, it's pretty good stuff for my budget, For about 35 bucks, you can get a new aerator. Comes with your plumbing, your fitting, and all that. Well, in my case, I'm going to use my old hose and plumbing and live well. I'd show you what I'm talking about, but I got all kind of junk over there. It's a live well, and then you got your battery box. All this okay. It ain't stopped up or nothing. At this point, it's working. So, what I've got here, see if I can shine this phone down here, you can see what I'm saying. This is a 500 gallon per hour pump. Now, I figure 500 gallons per hour, that ought to keep the fish alive, I mean, the other one wasn't hardly pumping. That's going to kill my fish, which I didn't catch many. I mean, they'd be fish come out the water when that thing kicked in, and they'd leave, and I'd just be sitting out there with poles and lights and a lot of Mountain Dew by myself. I won't do that. I won't catch fish. So anywho, right here is that pump. Your nipple right here goes through your hull of your boat. Got this little nut right here that goes on it. Put you some silicone on there. Seal it off. You don't want water in the boat. You'll sink. And hell, I can't swim. I can dog paddle. I start cramping. Anyway. But this particular one has a screen on the back. Now I like this because the one that come on the boat did not have it. That right there stop all kind of debris and, pine straw get sucked up in there floating around. Little old bugs and probably some kind of dead fish. Well, anyway, whatever gets up in there is going to get up into your new pump. Probably mess your pump up. If it makes it through the pump, it's going to clog up your hose. And I mean, it's time to break out the coat hanger, and that ain't no fun for nobody. That may be why this one here was making all that racket. I don't know. I ain't tore it apart. Don't care. Got a new one, right? Right. So anywho, this is old Napa clear silicone RVT gasket maker. You want the clear. You don't want no black stuff all over your boat or blue stuff all over, red, whatever, Go with the clear, It just works better. That's pretty clear. That's what you need. Anyway, on your wiring. Now, these things come with a brown wire and a black wire. It's simple, man. Very simple. Comes with constructions. That way you can learn how to do it yourself. If you got any kind of mechanically inclined bone in your body, you can do this. Or you can take it to a marina. $80, $100 an hour, maybe more, depending on where you live. But I like to use this right here. It's liquid tape. You can get that at Wally World too. $4 or $5 for a little bottle. It'll last for a long time. Now, eventually, taking the top off and on, off and on, off and on. A year or so, she's going to want to set up. Might want to get another can or just spit in it. That might work. I don't know. If you chew the bark or try it, let me know how it works. You wiring. Brown to brown. That's your hot wire. Black to black. That's your ground wire. In my case, everything was okay on the wiring from the switch back here. So I just put the brown to the brown, black to the black, and put some of that electrical tape on it there. So now, not that water's going to get in there, you know, and the wire be underwater, but you got condensation's going to build up, because there'll be a little water in there. You know, your plug's going to leak a little bit. Yeah, it's just how it is. Condensation, what you want to worry about, because them butt connectors like this right here, that's aluminum in there. Aluminum corrodes. And I ain't no rocket scientist, but them wires look like they might have had a little aluminum in them. Well, you don't want corrosion. You lose all contact. It might not squeal, but it probably ain't going to work after a period of time. You're going to go, well, darn. I got fish, I ain't got no water. Then you're going to be getting like your cup you got at Sonic or at the store you got on the way to the lake, dipping water in there. Well, I keep them swimming for a little bit. But if you fish all day, you're going to have burnt fish. It ain't worth it. Get you some of that. Anywho, very simple. Just put your hose. Got a clamp on mine. Mine's got a clamp on. Now, on this hose right here, you know, 30 years, this is a piece that I cut off the end because the old pump had already kind of set up in there, kind of got hard, you know. But on past that point, the hose is still good. Just cut your little end off of it. Gives you a new hose to clamp to. Simple stuff. You need you some of them there pliers. Got your different settings on where you want to cut your wire, and you know your blue, your yellow, your red butt connectors. Simple stuff. But I was going to replace the bilge pump, but in all of this, messing around in that hole you got to go in, because this one's not easy to get to. See that hole down in there? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, that's what you're working in. Well, I finagled some wires or something, and my bilge pump started working. Thank goodness, because that's a dude. You hear me? I mean, they put that dude in there where they want you to bring it to the marina. It would have been a pain. You can't get in there. It's riveted. It's got rivets in it. You got to grind it out and put new rivets in it. But anyhow, it started working. I'm going to leave it. It ran for like 10 minutes, right? A boat don't leak around the plug much anyway, so I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna put that dude on the shelf. And if I ever need it, I got it. Bought, paid for. Tax and all. Good to go. But anyway, I done a lot to the old boat. I'll show you what the boat looks like. It's a big boat. Here come little man on the golf cart. I redid the lights. I put LED lights on it. Got new tires on it. Got new wheels. I went ahead and redid the wheels, man. I had them old ugly white wheels. Got new bearing buddies. Bearings repacked. The bearings were good. Lug nuts. Got your new running light and your light kit. The lighting was actually inside this tube. That's kind of a pain. So I did it different. Most of your trailers are like a C-channel. Your wire runs inside that C. Well, this thing's solid. So I made like a C-channel. Took me a minute. But we got her done with them little connectors and whatnot. Little grommets run through there. I should have did a video on that, but I didn't. That's another thing I got to do. I'll do a video on that. These runners up under here. I got to redo the carpet. The wood's rotten. Nearly 30 years. You know, it gets old, wires out. Now, I've already redone the side one. Get you some, I got yellow wood, you know, treated 2x4. You can get your carpet at Walmart, Amazon, eBay. I mean, it's like brand new. It's good to go. Like I said, I'll do a video on those bottom runners, show you how I did it in case anybody wants to know. But yeah, that's the old boat. That's a big boat. Got a new crank here. My old teeth, they kind of broke off. Put that on there. Lithium grease works great. Got a new hitch right here. I still got to mount this chain. Got new wire, new plugs. You know, we're good to go on that. New jack. I ain't really crazy about this jack. The only reason I got it is because it does swivel. The jack that was on it did not swivel. Every time you went in a dip, that tire hit. Bam! I didn't like it. It makes you think somebody done run you over or something. I've not updated the trolling motor yet. But the one I want is going to take a minute. It's going to take a lot of pennies. I want that minn kota iPilot. This is just an old, I mean, how many of these old scouts do you see these days that still work, you know? It's old evinrude scout. Hadn't been around a minute. 12, 24 bolt system, it still works. I probably shouldn't waste money. But I want that iPilot. And I'll probably put a Helix 9 on the dash. It's not a big dash. I think a 10 would be a little too much. And for my wallet, too. A couple of $100 difference. I'll show you the dash while I'm over here. That's the dash. This is a 05 model Humminbird 565. You know, it's nothing fancy. But I can read this trolling motor. Trolling motor. That's a depth finder. See what I'm talking about? This is a dummy depth finder. Because it's got little fishies. One fishy be one size, you got your middle and then your big. That's a dummy depth finder. And it's got lines running to it with numbers. And like if you can tell what numbers are, you know where the fish is at. That depth finder up front up there, that one, 1993 model. Yeah, you remember the Atari games? The little squares? That's what that does. I don't know how to read it. Where's that square at? Where'd it go? What is it? Man, that's a smart depth finder. I can't read it. Dummy depth finder? Gotcha. And what I've looked at the Helix, real dummies can read it too. It's real simple. I like it. Yeah, I put a stereo in it, Kenwood system. 12-inch subwoofer. Got speakers around the side of the boat there. It's a 40-horse motor on this big old boat. And with me in it, the cooler with ice and Mountain Dews, she'll run about 27, 28. I get passed a lot, but hey, I'm boating, right? Hey, the best boating's a cruising, not running 80. But yeah, that's the Titanic. I'll do a video on redoing my trim because my seal is leaking. All my fluid and it's sucking air, and it makes it very aggravating to trim the motor up. But anyway, so I go along with folks like this, and they, you know, give me a like or say, hey, I looked at it or something. I'll upgrade my video and get more into piddling in the shop. I'm not saying I know what I'm doing. I just like to piddle. You know, I'll make a video and post it, whatnot. Thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings, man. I guess that's about it. Y'all have a good one and God bless, and we'll see you later. So how you stop this thing here?